watch this is gonna be a good one. In this video, I'll show you how you can get a dex build up and running early in the game. We're not wasting any time, let's go. For this build, we're going to select the bandit class. Now that we've created Shreks and Jon Snow's love child, we're ready to get into the game. Beat the boss or let the boss beat you, either way is fine. When you're done with that, go to Limgrave and activate the first Lost Grace. After that, make your way to the Church of LA. When you arrive, activate the Lost Grace and then pick up the Smith Stone at the anvil. We then set off for the northeast. Pick up the map at the crossroads and then make your way to the north. Activate the Lost Grace there. When you rest there, you'll get a steed. Use that steed to go to the northwest. And pick up the golden seed on your right hand side. Then take a turn to the east. You'll know you arrived when you find a field full of trolls. Bait one of them into smashing into the statue, it will give you some smithing materials. Make your way to the Limgrave tunnels, which can be found over here. When you arrive, take the elevator down, but watch out for a little nook on the left side. Try to drop down there. If you then go to the end of the tunnel, you'll find an item that gives you extra runes, which is always welcome in the early game. Use the little cliffs on the side to safely get back down. Activate the Lost Grace and then make your way to the river thingy, which is over here. Surprise motherfucker, you get invaded. The bad news is that this guy hits like a truck. The good news is that we'll yank his weapon off his dying corpse when we kill him. What's even better is that if you manage to survive long enough, another NPC will come to your aid. So just backstab your enemy while he is busy with the other NPC. We'll drop the Reduvia Dagger, which is one of the most overpowered early weapons I've ever seen in any game. If you manage to land a few hits on an enemy, he will suffer from blood loss, which does a large burst of damage. Not only that, it also has ranged options, which also apply the bleeding effect. Observe. Now we're going to get a little creative. I'll show you how to get 2 of these daggers on the same character. Unfortunately, not everyone will be able to do this step because you need at least one friend. So how about this, if you do not have a buddy, why not find one in the comments? Okay, back to the guide. Make a throwaway character from scratch. Then go back to the place where you found the Reduvia Dagger. Now you just need to transfer the dagger over to your first character. Meet your friends somewhere and both of you should set a password for multiplayer, which can be done in the menu. Then activate the Furl Calling Finger remedy, which will make summoning signs visible. Your friend should then plop down his sign and you can summon him to your world. Don't forget to tell your friend you know where he lives to ensure he'll keep up his end of the bargain. After establishing trust, leave your Reduvia Dagger, do not discard it. After that, your friend can safely pick it up. Now log back into your first character and then repeat the whole process. When your friend drops the dagger again, you can pick it up and you should have 2 Redunias for dual wielding. Hey, thanks for helping me with the daggers, man.
Yeah, no problem. Can you help me now?
Ah man, I would, but my mom is calling me for dinner.
Wait, don't you live alone?
It's time to upgrade the daggers now. Go back to the gate front and then make your way to this location. You'll find the first somber smithing stone here, which is what you need to upgrade the Reduvia dagger. The second stone can be found in the Limgrave tunnels. The next part is a little specific, so allow me to talk you through it. Go through the tunnels and activate the elevator, then immediately turn around and get off at the first possible cliff. Continue onward and then take a left. Instead of going on the elevator, we're going to take a left and drop down the cliffs. Now you're going to subscribe to the channel. You can collect a white ore to get your second stone. Go back to the Church of LA and then upgrade your weapons. We did it! We have 2 daggers now. Except there is one problem. The daggers are a little short, so on horseback they're not as good. To have options on horseback, we're going to get the Twinblade. The Twinblade can be found over here. And let me tell you, she is majestic. One last weak spot of this build is that some monsters are very immune to bleeding and thrusting damage. So we'll pick up a club here, which costs 600 runes. Consider it a little mini bonk. And that takes care of the weapon portion of this build, but we're not done yet, because we're going to be collecting some items to strengthen the rest of the build. Make your way to the 3rd Church of Marika. Grab the flask and the golden tear. Now go all the way south and cross the Bridge of Sacrifice. On your right you'll find the Lost Grace. Activate it. Continue your march down south until you get to the castle walls. Activate the Lost Grace there. Then ride your little horsey up to the castle walls. When you land, make sure to grab the Great Turtle Shell. Because of your skills, you won't be able to equip it. But you can two-hand other weapons, and if it's on your back, you will still get the stamina regeneration. From that Lost Grace, go a little to the southwest. There, you'll find another gold seed. Follow the main road south to pick up the map piece. Then make your way to the village over the hill. Find the church. There you'll find another secret tier. One more can be found over here. Another secret tier can be found over here. Use the seeds and tiers to upgrade the Estus flask and allocate the uses so that you have at least one blue flask that restores FP. When leveling up, prioritize dexterity and improve your vigor and endurance as needed. For the rest of your levels, I'll leave the choice to you because I am all for personal freedom. Okay, last part, let's wrap this up. Return to the Church of Alley, where you will find an NPC called Renna who will give you the ability to summon spooky ghosts to fight for you. Okay, last travel sequence, are you ready? From the Church of Alley, go all the way to the Stormfront. From there, follow the main road until you get to the water park over here. There, you will find a virgin in a boat. Kill him, and he will give you the summon for Skeletal Militiamen. This summon is good because when their HP falls to 0, they will fall to the ground, only to reanimate a few seconds later if they don't take damage again. That way, they'll distract your enemies while you can apply the bleeding effect in peace. Okay, that was it. Subscribe and like or I'll bleed you to death.